Okay, so to the extent I have the authority to call this meeting to order, this is the meeting of the Pocomoke City Planning and Zoning Commission. So the purpose of today's meeting really is just to go over the rules and procedures, appoint a chair and vice chair, and discuss a couple other things. So I would suggest that we take this out of order and appoint a chair and vice chair first, if there's a motion to do that, and then the chair, whoever is elected, can then take over with the rest of the agenda.
Okay, I'll make a motion to move, that's going to be item 3 to item 2?
Sure.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion was approved.
Okay, so the rules of procedure do require there to be a chair and a vice chair. I think 2 out of the 3 is pretty familiar with what that means, but that just, the chair is the person who calls the meeting to order, sort of runs the meeting. They also have, they are the ones who typically swear in the witnesses, things of that nature, and you select the chair by a vote, and so that would be how you would determine who that person is. And then if the chair is not available, you can also pick a vice chair to take over.
Okay. Well, I'll start it off. I'm going to nominate Harold as chair.
I was going to nominate you as chair.
No, I don't. We've been there, done that.
Are you comfortable doing it?
I need to know what the requirements of it is, and I mean, I don't mind doing it, to be honest.
Yeah, if it's okay with the planning and zoning attorney and city manager and the city clerk, I'll sit beside you. I'll walk you through it. You just read through the agendas, and I think as we have public hearings and whatnot, I don't think any of us are real good with, Erica is phenomenal in guiding us and telling us, what we need to do, and et cetera, because, well, at least with me, because it was, you sort of learn as you go, and that's that. So, do I have a second?
As long as he's comfortable with it. I'm going to throw it on him when he doesn't want to do it.
He's comfortable, he's not jumping up and down.
Okay. Yeah, I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
Congrats.
Thank you. That was quick.
Any volunteers for vice chair? You want to stay vice
I
chair?
could volunteer you since you have experience to be the chair.
Am I allowed? But no, I think that you ought to just stay.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Okay, so Jasmine, do we need a vote on that since he volunteered?
Yeah, if we take a vote, that'd be good.
Okay. I make a motion to have Jasmine as vice chair.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Here we go.
Mr. Chairman, you may take over, right? Harold can take over?
He may, maybe with your guidance.
So since we flipped item 3 and item 2, we now will bounce back up to item 2,
Okay.
discussion of rules and procedures.
All right, I guess we'll open the discussion for
Yes? No?
roles and procedures. I'm not sure what the discussion is.
That's fair. So the board implemented rules of procedure, I think it was maybe the summer of 2024. I'll remind myself to just resend them out to everybody. They just go over how to handle public hearings, order, presentation of evidence, what to do, like if there's a tie, whether or not things can be reheard. It's just, just make sure that you have them with you for all meetings and review them, read them for the first time, just so you get a sense of the rules of procedure, how evidence is accepted, things of that nature.
Yep.
That's really all I have.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to item 4, the discussion of the planning and zoning training course. That was sent out
That was, yeah, I think with their
yesterday.
agenda, yep.
Yeah, go for it, please.
Good evening. So I had Melinda actually send that course out to everyone. So if anyone has not taken that course, it's mandated that you have 6 months to take that course for the planning and zoning course. And if you could, if you have once you take it, certification, if you could email myself, Melinda and Erica, just so that we all have it.
You don't have mine? Probably not.
Probably
Goes back to like 21.
with 2021.
I
Okay.
have it, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, if you can send it to me, yeah. That's good to know, Nola. And then, guys, want to move to item number 5?
If there's no more discussion on 4, yes, we can move to the discussion of the Open Meeting Act training requirements and the designation of members.
So that was also sent in that email, and from my remembrance, Ms. Toller, you have already taken that course, and I have a copy of your Open Meetings Act. I'm going to let Erica reiterate why at least more than one member needs to have the Open Meetings Act course and what it signifies.
So if everybody could take it, I think that would be helpful, but I know you did, I think, last year. But if you weren't here, and the commission wanted to go into a closed session, you're really not supposed to do that until there's somebody who is present who's taken that. So it's just helpful to know what things can be discussed in an open session, what things should be discussed in a closed session. The nature of this board is that you probably aren't going to be going into closed sessions very often. It has happened, but it's not something that would be typical or that I would expect to happen. But it's still good to know and to understand the purpose of it, and it helps to, especially I think as chair, it'll be helpful because it also speaks to agendas and why getting them out is important, just to notify the public of what's going to be discussed. And I think having that kind of information in the back of your mind as you're running these meetings, you'll keep people on track to make sure we're not discussing something that wasn't on the agenda, because then that's when you'll get in trouble with the open meetings compliance stuff as well.
Can you ever add something to the agenda with the motion? Or let's say a subtitle of, let's say you have discussion of planning and zoning training courses and you want to add some text to that.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's under the umbrella of that, I think
Or like item 1 or item A, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think where you get into problems is if you add something to the agenda and
That's
it's
not
something
there
that
at
or if you're voting on something and it wasn't on the agenda.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I think that's really when you get into issues. And, under, comments, for example, for commissioner comments, you can bring up whatever you want. If you want to just, put something on everyone's radar, you're welcome to do that. But if it's something that you then have to vote on, next meeting, then you would put it on the agenda because an action is being taken.
And it also goes over, what constitutes as a quorum. Let's say that you wanted to send an email out. If I did it, I tried to do it one person, or I'd have Melinda or the city manager do it. But just even in text messages, a lot of times, people may say, "Can't we discuss this beforehand?" No, we can't. Right. Just simple things like that can have a tendency to just explode. Yeah. So it goes from something, such as that to something that's into closed sessions and whatnot. I found that to be more interesting than the planning and zoning. training course. I did, because, you know,
I'm
you
with
hear
you.
all these
Yeah.
things over a period of time, and, you know, all the do's and the don'ts, and then all of a sudden, when you take the course, you go, oh, that's why so-and-so said this, and that's why so-and-so said that. And so it sort of, to me, brought all the pieces of the puzzle together a little bit clearer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, if there's no more discussion on that, then we'll move on to the comments. And we'll start with the commission. And then we start with...
Yeah, just are we going to be facing anything with Wawa in the next 30 days or so?
So yes, we have actually started receiving some plans for Wawas. And as you remember, there are a few other projects prior to back in October that still need to be reviewed as well, but we have started receiving things for Wawas. I have requested that the previous people that have actually come before us, that they get us their information immediately, because that has to go to GMB for them to review. Because I want you guys to be very, very prepared, because some of this stuff is, it's very, Wawa's, for example, it has to be annexed in.
I was just going to say that.
It has to be annexed in, so that has to come before planning and zoning, even before. And I just want you guys to be as updated as possible.
Right.
And I don't want it to be, okay, you get it the week of. Some of this stuff you guys need probably within the next week. So I'm going to actually reach back out to them and let them know, hey, we need it immediately, so that GMB can do their part. They can contact Erica if there's any questions, make sure everything's up to code, and that a staff report can be given to you ahead of time in case you do have any questions. And one thing that GMB has decided that they will do, they will provide the staff report for you guys, and they will attend the meeting.
Oh, good.
Yep, they will be here. So that is part of it, that someone will be able to answer the questions that need to be answered.
I'm sure that makes your life a lot easier,
It
too.
does, it does.
Just takes the weight.
Yes,
the
it
weight
does.
off. You're
Yes.
confident that somebody that's their specialty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything?
Good too. What other kind of things do we have loose ends from?
So we will have Visions. You remember Visions, which is the 4 lots on Cedar. You have Wawas. There is a solar.
Visions, I thought that's separate from Cedar Ridge.
It's the same, but
Vision is the LLC.
is the LLC, and that is actually the legal name even by the county. They actually made them start over. It is Visions, yes, Visions International LLC is that is the legal name for that development. So it would be Visions. There's an adjustment for Georgie Young, Wawa's. There's a solar farm that wants to come here in Pocomoke. So, yes.
Where?
We're at.
Highway, Ocean Highway. I knew you were going to ask me that.
Something already exists, a building that already exists.
Well, it's actually, I believe, old farmland. It's not really developable.
So they're reutilized.
Yes, so they're reutilizing it. But it's out, like, it's going out on the highway, like almost towards,
South?
like, what's the auto body place out there?
John's Auto Body.
I think it's John's Auto Body, so it's out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that field out there.
Okay.
Someone else has actually reached out and possibly thinking about doing a development off of 6th Street. So there are some.
Off of 6th Street?
Mm-hmm.
But we already have them.
No, not those 4. I'll have to get you more information on
Okay,
that.
so I just wanted to
Yep.
tie up loose ends of what
There
we had
is,
hanging.
yes, there are
Okay.
definitely things that are
New.
coming, that are
And
new, that are coming in
okay.
new. Yes, and they've been patiently waiting, and I'm
Good,
so
good.
glad to see you guys back in commission.
Well, we do our job, you just have to get council to do their job.
Who's all on the commission? Is it just us 3?
Thanks for bringing that up. Well, Steve is usually,
Steve's
Yeah,
still on.
usually here.
Stephen
but,
is still here.
you know,
We have one other person, they just could not make it tonight, but they still have to be sworn in. So hopefully there will be a full commission back in place.
Okay. I thought that there was another person. I said, oh, maybe they just changed their mind.
Yep.
but,
Nope.
you know.
No, we confirmed they have not changed, they just could not make it for the swearing in, but they will still be able to serve on the commission.
Okay, good. Okay.
Any questions?
No, I think you brought us up to speed. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm totally out of the loop. Drawbridge, is he gonna break ground pretty soon?
Said, yes, they have actually,
I saw it on
You
Zillow.
talking about back here?
yes.
Huh?
You talking about Brett and them?
Yeah, he dug up, but then he covered up everything
Oh,
up. Was he
they're-
looking at utilities
They're
or
putting
what?
dirt down, they're
Mhm.
leveling things out, so they're
Yeah.
moving forward.
They're,
I saw the, all the equipment,
Yeah.
and then the equipment left, and they had this big pile of dirt, and I said, oh, yay, in my lifetime, this is wonderful.
so yes, they are moving forward and they are moving forward quickly. So they were, that they were doing six in this stage, and then they'll come back before you guys again to do the next set. So they're doing each section at a time to make it easier to move in. Also, just make it easier for you guys to review if there's any changes to any of the plans.
So they're building how many at a time?
It's,
It's like is it 6 at a time? 6
I think it was 6 at a time.
time.
He has it listed on Zillow.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and he's got some prints out there. I don't know how,
Well, they're not clear, but,
legible
yeah.
they are to read, from there, but,
Yeah, it looks decent.
Good.
I just didn't know how he was phasing it. But
do we have something that, you had sent
Yes.
that maybe we could send to Harold? to
Yes,
get
and
some
I
background?
believe we have even more up-to-date plans that I could send you guys. Let me make a notation. Let me get with Mike Wyatt, and then I'll get you some
But you know
information.
the location, right?
I do.
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Who's the builder or who's the developer?
Dave's strategic.
Is it coming in under Davis, or is this Ocean Properties or something, Ocean's Edge or something?
I believe it's still Ocean Properties. I believe it's still Ocean Properties.
Ocean Properties.
Mhm.
And is that's Brett and his partner, I guess?
Brett and his partners. Mhm. Anything else?
I don't have any further questions.
So,
Jasmine? Harold?
When's our next meeting?
It would be the 4th Thursday in February.
Okay, so we'll start on the regular rotation.
Mm-hmm. Is everybody good with the 4th Thursday and every 4th Thursday at 6:30?
Not until the 4th Thursday of February, you're gonna put us in overload.
I
again.
know.
Get ready.
All right. Now, that first meeting may be a little heavy, but like I said, trying to get you everything ahead of time. That way you can get your questions asked ahead of time, and then we can come in and we can get to work.
Yeah, I figured it would be a little
Mm-hmm.
heavy.
A little heavy.
Blanket and pillow heavy or.
Before I forget, this reminds me, so for anyone new to vote on something that's carried over from a previous meeting, they
Mhm.
have to review the minutes.
Sits.
So, if there's anything on the agenda for February or going forward
Mhm.
that you would all vote on something, and it's a continuation of something that occurred in a prior meeting, and you weren't a member, or if you weren't there, hopefully there are minutes that you can review, and that will enable you
Yeah.
to vote.
Some, yeah. and
There are
I
definitely,
Well,
yes.
not sometimes,
Mhm.
most times I have to go back and read them, to just
Yeah.
I'm
that
old,
too.
I have to read
That's why
through.
there's no minutes on tonight's agenda, just wait till everybody is straight.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So Melinda, you will send them the October minutes. It's October minutes to review.
Good point.
So Melinda, you keep all the minutes and you, okay, all right. Did you have anything, Jim?
No, I'm good, man.
We don't have an audience tonight.
No
I have
audience.
one more, one question.
Yes.
Just, now, I am developing as well, so do I just recluse myself when we're doing voting? I just want to make sure we're
Mhm.
clear on that.
Yep.
If there's something on the agenda and you feel like you have a conflict, you're welcome to email me ahead of time and tell me about it, and I can also like give you some info as to whether or not it is a conflict if you ever have a question.
Okay, all right. All right, we don't have an audience, so I don't have anything else. So,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, Havoc.
That's okay.
All in favor?
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And
All
then
opposed?
And say